In this video, you will learn pivot tables in Excel. Pivot table is one of the most important topics of the Excel, so you should know it. And if you are a beginner, then this video is especially for you. So what is pivot table? Pivot table is a tool to summarize your data so you can analyze it. It can help you to sort, group and reorganize your data so you can analyze it better. It is often used for making reports. Unlike static reports, this is changeable, so that is the advantage. Okay, so in this example we have 4 columns: order ID, product, category, sales. So these are the 4 columns and this is our table. So I want to create pivot table for this data. This is just a small example, but when you have large amount of data, then pivot tables are really helpful. Now I'll just select any cell in this data and go to the insert tab and click on pivot table. You can see that Excel has detected automatically my data. So this whole table is selected. But if you still think if you want to exclude some column or row or include more columns or rows, you can select it again if you wish. Now there is one more option. If you want to create the pivot table on the new sheet or existing sheet, that is on the same sheet, I will create it on the new sheet. So I'll click on OK now. New sheet will be created and there is our pivot table, and here is pivot table fields. So this is list of fields and these are the areas. There are 4 areas which are fixed, but these fields are actually your column headers: order ID, product, category, sales. Okay, so these are just column headers. Now for example, I want to find out sales for a product wise sales. So to do that, I will check this box before product. So when I check this box, you can see that the product is appearing in the rows area. And you can see that here we have rows labels: apple, beans, carrots, orange. If you notice, apple is only once in this list, but in our data, apple is there 2 times. It is only keeping unique values and it is removing duplicates. Now I'll check this sales box because I want to find out product wise sales. So when I check it, it will appear in the values area. Whenever we tick any checkbox from here, Excel is automatically adding it to the appropriate area. So here product is added in the rows, but sales is added in the values. That is because numeric values are added into the values area and non-numeric values are added into the rows area. Here it is written as sum of sales, but here it is only product. That is because in the values there are these functions: sum, count, average, min, max. By default it's sum. So what is this function? This function is giving us sum of the sales, that is total sale made by the Apple product. So Apple's total sale is this. I don't have to change the original data. When you have large data, you don't want to change it, then pivot tables are really helpful because you don't have to make any changes here. You can see that 1, 2, so 2 apples. But instead of filtering it or sorting it, I will simply create pivot table to find out what is the sum of the sales of Apple. So that is the advantage of pivot tables. In similar way, financial reports are made. Here we have 2 more areas: filters, columns. In the columns area, you can add category. Let's say category I want to add. So you can see that when I check this, it is appearing in the rows and this doesn't look any good. So I will just drag it into this. You can also directly drag it from the above to this area if you want. So I have dragged the category into the columns. You can see now we have fruits column and vegetables column. If you notice, beans is the product appearing in the both categories, fruits and vegetables. It is showing separate sum of the fruits and vegetables. So fruits beans sum is 190 and vegetables beans sum is 906. So like that you can categorize your data using columns area. It is generally used for months or years. Okay, time hierarchies. So here we have filters area. Filters area is not used that much, but you can use it to remove any fields you don't want to include in your pivot table. So I'm not going into that because it is not really needed for beginners. Now let's go back to our data. What if you make any changes to your data? For example, instead of apple in this field, I will just write A. Okay, if I make this change, and here you can see that pivot table has not changed. Why? That is because we have to refresh it when we make the changes to the data. If I refresh it now, you can see that one more row is added below, that is A, and we have 262. See. Alright, so refresh your pivot table if you make any changes to your original data. Now what if you add extra row here? Let's say I will add a row. Okay, so I have added this row. Refresh our pivot table. You can see that it is not changed because when you add extra rows or columns, you have to change the data source. You can go to the Analyze tab. It is showing pivot table tab here, but in your Excel, it is Analyze tab. And you can click on Change Data Source. So Change Data Source is basically selecting your table. So I will add this row now and click on OK. And now we have grapes in our pivot table. Finally, if you want to delete your pivot table, select the table and click on Clear All. So it will remove the pivot table, but I think there is a better way. Simply delete the sheet. That's it. Your pivot table is gone. I hope you found this video helpful. See you in the next video.